Welcome back again. It's your girl Atafa the Press. Well, my people, me here for drop the real news, news, reviews, everything in a one right this or right there, my people. So all I want to know to do is like up the video, share out the video, subscribe to my channel, my people. And if you're new to my channel, welcome. Let's get right into it.
A corrupt government cannot liberate the people. If the head of the stream is corrupt, the entire river will be also.
A blessed good day to you, my wisdom warriors. Wagwan, wagwan. From Una Ear the Vice, Una know see a one and only Atafa the Press. Well, my wisdom warriors, Una know say Hurricane Beryl she a go on with herself. Una know say she pass over Barbados, Grenada, and St. Vincent, my wisdom warriors. So, I just going to show you little bits and pieces how the place look right now. Alright? So, take in this.
Come on, man, boy.
Come on, build the car. And go for sure now. Yo, it ain't going on.
Sterling on legs, a bullet up door. Sterling on legs, please.
Yeah, that means for
Captain!
My viewers and subscribers, you know see what Beryl she do across the island. So you know so we have to stay put. But before me get into all of that, because something just come out in the article, I'm going to share it with Uno. Also, Andrew Owness in do another press conference. I want to show you that also, my wisdom warriors. But before so, I want to take in the Prime Minister of Barbados. She visited the site where some of these things take place, and this is what she have to say. Hear this.
last 18 hours. It does not go unnoticed. And I would want publicly to thank each and every person who has been here, making sure that the country is in a position to defend as many people as possible and all of the critical infrastructure, and also to be able to take the communication necessary so as to ensure that we have a holistic picture with respect to damage. It is fair to say that Barbados evaded the worst of Hurricane Beryl. Indeed, as predicted, it passed 80 miles south of the country, and therefore what we got was predominantly tropical force, sustained tropical storm force winds with hurricane gusts. From the reports thus far here at the DEM, it appears as though the majority of the damage is related to coastal infrastructure or coastal assets, and I'll come to that in a minute. I want to thank all Barbadians for obeying, for the most part, the requirements to stay off. I did notice, however, that there are some who continue to go out, and I think the minister dealt with that earlier, and we really do need to begin to understand that when we do that, we put potentially at risk the lives of the emergency personnel, who then not only are their lives at risk, but if they are required somewhere else that is even more demanding, then of course we have a problem. With respect to the coastal damage, it appears as though, and I'm going to leave here and go to visit firsthand, but the preliminary reports suggest that there has been significant damage to fishing vessels, with a large number, probably as much as 20, that may have sunk, and a significantly larger number of them with damage. I'll speak later to the country when I visit it firsthand. We have reports of a number of other vessels that have sunk. Some are already on social media with respect, I think, to the Jolly Roger. And I had a report also on the Dream Chaser that is also sunk to the bottom of the harbor. We are having challenges with a few other vessels as we speak, and I will wait to update you when we get down to that side. There are two areas of Highway 7 that are impassable. The area between Blakey's and Hastings, right there where the old Caribbean, where the new hotel is building, going to just south of KFC. And then I'm told also there are two small fishing boats that would have come across the road with respect to Oystins. So we are asking people to avoid Highway 7 as far as possible. The truth is that if you really don't need to be on the road today, stay home. That's the truth.
So my wisdom warriors wanna hear what the Prime Minister of Barbados had to say. So right now we know say it leave Barbados. She give us the clear that is not there, which well in some areas is still affecting, a little bit. However, it has left Barbados. So right now it is on its way to Jamaica. Hear this. On 10 a.m. on Monday, the government of Jamaica issued a hurricane watch for the island as Hurricane Beryl entered the Eastern Caribbean. The update was shared by the Meteorological Service of Jamaica on social media and stated that Jamaica could start feeling the effects of the hurricane within the next 48 hours. So, Jamaica is now under hurricane watch, my wisdom warriors. The GOJ issued a hurricane watch for the island at 10 this morning. This means that conditions associated with a hurricane are possible within 48 hours. Hurricane Beryl has now entered the Eastern Caribbean and Jamaica is at threat of impact on Wednesday this week. So when I hear what go on from what I go on, my wisdom warriors, all right, that. And saying that, me see one Desmond Mackenzie him come out and I talk about fake news. Hear this. With Hurricane Beryl on a general path barrels towards the island, local government minister Desmond Mackenzie is urging Jamaicans to only be guided by updates from reputable, verifiable sources. And what do Desmond? Desmond, what do you? What do you? You're not going like someone love Jamaica more than nobody else. Eh? You're going like you love Jamaica. That, hey, you don't love Jamaica, so don't stop come out here and chat shit. My wisdom warriors, when I see this, I say, how this a boy is so rank? This a old boy. How him so rank and out of order? You think the people they are going to tell lie? You think the real Jamaican people? You think the real Jamaican people? The blog, because me know say the bloggers them here chat. Yeah, and me have to defend them. You think say bloggers will come out here every day talking for the voiceless. I go tell lie. Tell them Jamaican people lie like Uno. Who tell lie to the Jamaican people like Uno? Who spread fake news like Uno Desmond? And that me want know. Who spread fake news like you and Andrew Wellness, the whole of Uno administration? You're too out than rank, man. You too rank everything on the chat about. Tap tell lie, man. Nobody now post no fake news. So stop it. You have to stop it, man. Seriously. My wisdom where everybody is going after the traditional news. Or the weatherman. You understand me? So what you want to talk about? What are you saying? That we want to know, you know. What you are saying? It don't make no sense. You can't come out and top chat shit. Everything, all this bloody hurricane I use as political gain. This is desperation. This is more than desperation, my wisdom warriors. When I see this, I couldn't believe. All the hurricane them I use as political gain. These set of people. And I can't go on like them love Jamaica. You think you love Jamaica like we? You think so you love Jamaica like we? If you they love Jamaica, you same one would buy equipment for the people them. You same one. So nobody come out and chat shit. Because me will rob you. You understand me? Me will rob you, brother. Don't do that. Don't do that. This is my wisdom. What you mean? What? Jano. Really and truly. Desmond McKenzie tell Nationwide News that fake and misleading information during periods of emergency can be dangerous. So who are give out fake news? Who are give out fake news? Hey, Desmond, you see, if you not have nothing good for say, brother, stop chat shit. Stop chat shit. You understand? Nobody with the political business. This is about life and death situation. So nobody not do that. My wisdom warriors, all in a hurricane. All in a hurricane, them a people are come up with political strategy. All in a hurricane. For sure, no. For sure, no, then desperate. I can't believe this. Jaja. My wisdom warriors, wanna tell me what you think about that? And put on an honest opinion in the comment section. Hear this. Mayor of Kingston, Councillor Andrew Swaby says the welfare of the homeless and senior citizens housed at various shelters across the corporate area was among the issues discussed at Sunday's meeting of the Kingston and St. Andrew Disaster Preparedness Committee. Indigent senior citizens are housed and cared for at the Mary Atkins Shelter, Desmond McKenzie Transitional Facility, and the Denham Town Golden Age Home. So when I hear that, my wisdom warriors, when I hear that, so when I said the mayor come out and I explain and I said the indigent senior citizens are housed and cared for at the Mary Atkins Shelter, Desmond McKenzie Transitional Facility, and also the Denham Town Golden Age Home. So when I hear Philly Mayor there, hey, you see Philly Mayor, him a work, you know, man. You see when he make sure come out and attack and I let the people know. Yeah, them a suck me, yeah, Desmond McKenzie. You have Desmond McKenzie Transitional Facility. Yeah, you have. Transitional facility you have. And you come out and talk about fake news before you make people they know say you have a transitional facility. You come out and attack. Hey, someone of go away. You don't know when to talk and when to build, brother. You don't know when to build. You don't go away, man. You too desperate. You don't labor right. Too desperate, man. Yala St. Thomas residents fearful of flooding due to highway amid the country bracing for the passage of Hurricane Beryl. Some residents of Yala St. Thomas are fearful of flooding arising from water runoff from the recently constructed Paul Bogle Highway. They say for several months now, their front yards have been turned into ponds whenever it rains because the highway is much higher than their premises. Box cover. Anyway, my wisdom warriors, so when you hear what go on, right now the residents, you know, they are very concerned because they must say when rain fall, them place turn pan, their front yard turn pan. So just imagine this a hurricane a come now. Just imagine this a hurricane a come. What kind of damage it a go do? I hope them prepare, you know. Come here, Andrew Honest keep talking about prepare. I hope him really prepare. Prime Minister Andrew Holness to hold a press conference at 1, which he did already, and me I gonna make on the ear what him say. Remember say him come out, and doing first conference, in press conference, remember, and he was talking about Beryl. Well, he's back again. So everybody better saddle up and know say this is serious. You understand? Because it has done damage to Barbados and the other place them. So I want to know say this is real. You understand? Because if your prime minister come out twice, you know, have to take this serious, my wisdom warriors. So what I want to know if you do, I want to know take in this.
And indeed, let me also express our solidarity with our brothers and sisters in the Eastern Caribbean who are presently being affected. Now, I understand that it is a fast-moving system and that Barbados has already issued an all clear, that it has moved past them. But they are still in some harm's way. The outer bands will still affect them. They will still get rain. And when we're finished here, we will get the assessment of damage to those countries, and whatever we can do, even in our own preparations, we will stand ready to assist. The system is an unusual one. I'm not going to pretend to be the weatherman today. Evan did such an excellent job in bringing the nation up to date, but it should be noted that this would be probably the first hurricane that has come so early in the season and has reached this category so quickly. It is a signal of the climate change issues that we are always very cognizant of. The hurricane seems to have the potential, once it has left the Eastern Caribbean, to either maintain or strengthen its capacity. So the projection that Evan gave us is that it could be a Category 2 when it reaches Jamaica. But all of this, Jamaicans should bear in mind, it is a projection of likelihood. It could degrade, and we would say, thank God. It could increase, and we would even pray harder. So, what can we do? As a country, we must be prepared. So today, I'm addressing you on what the government is doing to be prepared. There is a legislative framework which guides the government's preparation. And that framework is called the Disaster Risk Management Act. And at the beginning of the hurricane season, we called together all the entities that have anything to do with disaster preparedness. And Minister Mackenzie has already mentioned that the various committees under the Act have been initiated. So we're following that legislative framework, and we have put in place the various committees. Now, the government is contemplating, based upon the various updates that we have received, the implementation of orders under the Disaster Risk Management Act. This would give the government the necessary executive powers to be able to respond quickly and with flexibility. No decision has yet been taken. The Cabinet will reconvene in another hour or so, and when we review all the recommendations and presentations made, then we will inform the nation as to the implementation of orders under the DRMA. This is very important. It's very important to, one, establish that there is a disaster and that emergency rules would kick in. Very important for accountability afterwards. Sometimes, after disasters have passed, the accountability process sometimes does not incorporate that there was a disaster. And so it is important that the framework be well established. So it is likely that we will implement orders under the Disaster Risk Management Act. The nation will know this before 5 p.m. today. It will also be important for guiding our security forces, particularly in the taking of preemptive actions to prevent
My wisdom warriors, so to hear what the Prime Minister say. All right. Make sure so to listen good, you know. Yes, because I don't know what wrong with Desmond Mackenzie come out and talk about fake news. So that's why I make sure so I bring the real news to you know. Because right now a hurricane season and this a man here chat about fake news. Blows and skirt. Anyway, I want to take in this because right now Andrew only say I'm getting security forces ready for when people start thief. So I want to hear this apart here. This apart here hot.
Forces, particularly in the taking of preemptive actions to prevent looting, which we have seen instances of this in disasters past, and we will not have and countenance any such thing in this pending emergency. It is also necessary to help us to guide and encourage the general public who may be in areas that are likely to be impacted significantly. By all projections, the storm, let me use a proper term, the hurricane, which it is now, is on a track to affect significantly the southern end of the island, which means that low-lying areas are going to be seriously affected. We will probably be affected by heavy rains, by flooding. We have seen when we are impacted in this way that some areas have been affected by landslides, which have caused deaths. Because it is a hurricane, we will also have high winds, which mean that we could see damage to residential property and to other infrastructure. So we have to be prepared for that. I want you to take note that both the JDF and the Fire Brigade have advised that at some point in time their services will not be available, meaning that for evacuations, for health responses, for emergency services, we may not have aircraft, boats, fire trucks, because those things may have to be secured during the hurricane. So this means that as citizens, you have to look at the threat to your immediate environment and make the right decision about evacuation. It is always a sensitive and touchy subject. I quite well understand people don't want to leave their property, they worry about security, but the most important thing is your life.
So my wisdom warriors, wanna hear what Andrew wanna say? All right, wanna hear what him say? The most important thing is on a life. So wanna stay there skylark, wanna stay there eagle. And I say, oh, nothing gonna happen to you. Oh, it not gonna come. Make sure say whatever wanna do, wanna be prepared. Move any old zinc. You understand? Any old nail was stuck up anywhere. Any trees wanna know say we affect on the house, wanna cut it down if they're close to the house. My wisdom warriors, wanna make sure so wanna have enough food and everything. Please me, I beg you know. If you feel like your home is not safe, go to the shelter in Hanover or wherever they say that some there in Kingston and St. Andrew. Depends from which area you come from. You understand me? Right. That because on hear Andrew Oldness, them not gonna have no aircraft, they not gonna have no this, they not gonna have no that. When I hear him I tell you that. Nobody feel say only within the hurricane time. A serious thing him I tell you no. So I hope you listen good and listen well. Alright? That. Anyway, my wisdom warriors, Mark Golding sent out a message to everybody. So I want to know if you hear this. And then we can elaborate. My fellow Jamaicans, I have received your messages, seen your comments, and heard your feedback. Some of you are upset and disappointed that I've decided to renounce my UK citizenship. I understand your position, but I have given this matter much thought and prior, listened to all sides, and ultimately been guided by a poll that we very recently commissioned. While my citizenship status complies fully with our constitution, we need no further distractions that our opponents can grasp onto into their desperation. Our focus needs to be on the issues and challenges that you face day in and day out. Jamaica needs change, and if we put our shoulders to the wheel, then together we will make our beautiful country a place with real opportunities for all, not just a few. Yours faithfully, Mark Jefferson Golden. So, wanna hear that, my wisdom warriors? Wanna hear that? Right, you know what? You know what, Mr. Honorable Mark Jefferson Golden, I accept this message. Yes, I accept it. Listen, my wisdom warriors, wanna hear these words what the man I use? Yes, he said, this man is an honorable man. This man is a man of integrity. This a man is an honest and loyal man. I mean, wealthy Jamaican people. I love this. I'm like how it sound, Mark Golden. Yes, man. You can see that this man heart is for Jamaica. His heart is for Jamaica because, after all, he's a Jamaican. He was born in Jamaica. A lot of people don't know that his grandfather is a black Jamaican man. Yes, his grandfather used to be a doctor in charge of Savannah Lamar Hospital. You never know that. All right, I'm going to learn something now. My wisdom warriors, want to tell me what you think about all this. I want to storm up the comment section, like up the video, share it out, and subscribe to my channel. And if you're new to my channel, welcome, guys. Run over to my TikTok and my IG page. Follow me. The link I got there in the comment section. You can support my movement by blessing up my PayPal and my Zelle. The link I got there in the comment section. Also, you can reach me on WhatsApp. The number is 876-236-9097. Blessings upon blessings. One love.